Welcome to the Global Outlook for Wipes podcast, brought to you by Smithers Pyra. The Go Wipes conference is the only event in Europe dedicated to wipes built through research conducted directly with the industry. It explores the latest in science, technology, business and EU regulations. Go Wipes is made for the industry, by the industry. In this episode, we're joined by representatives of the water companies, suppliers, manufacturers and retailers, and we discuss the hot topics as they see them affecting the industry today.
My name's Andy Drinkwater, which is a really good name to be working in the water industry, to say the least. I'm a principal engineer at WRC in Swindon, Wiltshire, which is a research and development organisation in the water and environment sector. Wipes are a problem because wipes are a major component of most sewer blockages. Something like 60 to 70% of all sewer blockages have wipes as a major part of that blockage. And sewer blockages have been on the increase over the past 10 years. And apart from being costly to remove, both by the individual from individual house systems, and costly for water and sewerage companies to remove from the main sewers, they are the major cause of sewage flooding of property. It's not heavy rain that causes sewage flooding of property. Well, it does to a certain degree, but the vast majority of that sewage flooding of property is caused by blockages, of which wipes are a major component. Furthermore, pollution of watercourses, again, is caused by blockages in sewer systems, and that's a major problem. So if we can reduce the blockage problem, we can reduce the number of unsuitable wipes flushed, we will reduce significantly the number of sewage floodings of property and the pollution of watercourses, and that's the main reason. The UK guidelines we developed initially in 2008 and we've moved on in 2012. They're called the SNAP, that's Sewer Network Abuse Prevention Group guidelines. Those guidelines cover disintegration, they cover the flow in small drains, they cover settlement, they cover all the major areas that are important. But those guidelines are developed around real-world tests, real-world standards. We've simulated tests that are really very similar to the real world in terms of the flow in the drains and the sewers. And what we've done is we've looked at what is acceptable in a sewer system, what will break down without causing a blockage and what won't break down and cause a blockage. So all our guidelines are based upon real world simulations of what is not acceptable from a sewer system operator's perspective. What is happening with the standard? We're all saddened that because of politics the standard has been halted. It's not been cancelled, it's been halted. But what I can say is that a lot of very, very good work has been done, not only in the UK, but internationally, on developing our knowledge of what the issues are. That work will definitely be used in one way or another in the next year or two to improve standards. It will definitely be used. It may not be under an ISO banner, but we are definitely going to use it.
Hello, Rachel Dyson. I'm Programme Manager at Anglian Water and also chair the Water UK SNAP network. Problem at the moment is that the manufacturers have their own set of flushability guidelines, a series of tests that a wipe must meet before it can be classified flushable. The water industry, the UK in particular, has a set of flushability guidelines. We're the only country that does. They have moved closer to the manufacturing guidelines. Manufacturing guidelines have moved closer to the Water UK guidelines, but there are some tests that we still do not reach agreement on. And until there's an agreed standard, either through ISO or through another body, joint agreement with manufacturers and retailers, nothing at the moment has met our guidelines, and we don't agree that anything currently on the shelves is flushable. The ISO working group for flushability has been suspended. There has been a lot of work that has gone into that from both sides in terms of manufacturers and retailers and also the water industry globally. That information will be used to come up with an agreed standard or guidelines. We don't want that to go to waste. but at the moment that has been suspended. The reason being is that another working group has said that we are now impinging, as it were, onto their working group. So it could be something that can be easily resolved. Otherwise, we will certainly go ahead under another forum with the work that we've already started.
My name is Phil Thomas. I'm Water and Wastewater Technical Manager at Thames Water. There's been a lot of concern recently about microplastics in the environment. One of the things as a water industry we didn't understand initially was that some of those microplastics can be found in wipes. We need to make sure that any products that enters our sewer network and passes through our sewage treatment works doesn't cause a problem when it comes out the far end. And microplastics have been shown to be an issue in the environment. Equally, they can also be a basis for other pollutants to attach to and to concentrate them up, and they can then enter, smaller animals eat them, bigger animals eat the smaller animals, and those toxins can get concentrated through the food system. The problem with wipes from a water industry perspective is that they can cause blockages in sewers. They mix with other things that shouldn't be down there, they block up the pipes, and that can lead to flooding of our customers. They also can escape into the environment, and that can cause litter and marine pollution there. And thirdly, they can cause a problem at our sewage treatment works where they stop our processes happening properly.
My name is Bernd Heinken, and I'm the Technical Support Manager for Schülke at Schülke, and responsible for all kind of lab service and technical advice that we do for our global customers. Concerning the wet wipe markets, well, we look into an increasing regulatory market. We see that there is increasing requirements on the use of chemical actives for the preservation of waterborne wipes. This will have a significant impact on the use of wipes and their ingredients. The consumers are looking into high quality products, low price products, and at the same time the wipes need to do their job. They don't care about where the products are coming from, and sustainability might be a slowly increasing topic, becoming more important in the midterm future. There are less actives accepted by consumers and authorities in order to sufficiently preserve aqueous wipes. So therefore we have to look into individual solutions, individual combinations and systems in order to microbiologically stabilize wet wipes. As the consumers are having a more strict and a more intensive look into what is used in wipes, we need to come up with comprehensive testing first. New blendings might be possible, but this is a combination then of maybe traditional actives or replacements of traditional actives by natural ingredients and boosting agents. So it's a kind of systematic approach that we follow, but we hope we will be still able in the future to sufficiently protect wet wipes from microbial invasions.
My name is Anil Kirhalli and I'm working for Kansan. We manufacture machines for fully automated wet wipes. It's too limiting to try to say something about for the next 12 months, but we have been observing this market for the last decade, and we are very much used to at least 5-6% overall growth in the market. And as this morning's presentation suggested, we are going to observe it again over 5% growth for the next 5 years. So I would say growth. Now, maybe in particular areas, in particular territories, it's not going to be so fast, but since we are operating globally, I think we're going to enjoy this 5% growth for the next 5 years, and which includes this 12-month period as well. Well, the machinery in wipes actually changed a lot in the last, I would say, five years. I have been working for this company for 7 years only. But when I first joined the company, the machines were able to do 350 cuts per minute, and right now they can do 700 cuts per minute. The packing capacity was somewhere around 50-60 packs per minute. Now we're looking at setups which can give you 200 packs per minute. So these are really two large numbers when you look at it. But of course, when you work with such high speeds in production lines, you need to have some online control systems, some end-of-line packaging solutions as well. So lately, our company is actually focusing on this type of solutions, and I would say the game-changing machinery strategy from now on would be this type of online quality control systems and end-of-line automated packaging solutions, the secondary packs, case packings, etc. Since we are speeding up every day, we need to have everything automized. That's the bottom line. And not only the automation is enough, but also we need to have a full harmony within the production units in the production line, because a production line consists of a converting machine, packaging machine, a lid applicator machine, and maybe end of line is a packaging solution. So we need all these units to be in full harmony. The solution we are providing is a little different than maybe other industries, because our solution involves different machinery units to be in full harmony. So if one unit is down, the whole production unit is down. Or if you fail in the automatic or online quality control systems, it means that at 200 packs per minute speed, you're creating piles of scraps, or you need to track back lots of production, and you have to sort it out, segregate the good ones, the bad ones. So fully automated is just a word, just a concept, but in essence, we have to have a harmonious line which can give you an online quality control system, and at the end of the day, you don't need to worry about if you're packing a product or that is not good, if this product is going to a case or not. And this type of concerns, we have to wipe them out with this fully automatic, so-called integrated production lines.
Well, within the next 12 months, we see a lot of production capacity increase in the wet lace and wet laid hydroentanglement area. This production capacity will go online by the end of this or beginning of next year and will change the landscape. There will be higher focus on flushable, dispersible materials, but also on more sustainable material, because they will use a blend out of pulp and cellulosic material. We actually have two approaches. On the one hand, of course, we also extend our production capacity because we want to make sure that there is enough supply for the raw material. On the other hand, we also develop our products in a way that they focus the requirements of these new process technologies to meet, for example, better dispersibility, higher flushability. In our perspective, there will be definitely a change in the raw material composition, so many products will change their blends in the raw material towards more sustainable material, and the sustainable materials themselves will be in a higher focus.
My name is Sheda Rahbaron. I've been working for Lenzing for 27 years, a producer of the wood-based cellulosic fibers, Lenzing Viscose and Tencel for the nonwovens industry. Well, beyond the quality and performance of the wipes, I think also the consumer eco-perception is going to be increased. The consumer, they would like to know which material they are using in wipes, what are these kind of different wipes, and in the whole value chain of pipes, I do foresee also the sustainability will be more and more important. Well, Lenzing produces wood-based cellulose fibers, Lenzing Viscose and Tencel for the nonwovens industry, and especially for the wipes applications. What we do, we have the 100% responsible for the wood sourcing and pulp sourcing for our materials, and also we do have environmental compatible processes. That means our aim is to have environmentally compatible processes to produce our wood-based cellulose fibers for the wipes application, but also our aim is to reduce the whole environmental footprint in the whole production process of our fibers. Well, I do think that the sustainability expectation will change in wipe production in case of to select the sustainable material or biodegradable materials to use it in wipes, to reduce the whole environmental footprint in the whole value chain chain of the wipes industry. But I do think also that the reduced waste and also recycling the whole waste is also an important issue. And finally, the chemical management. We heard today a lot of issues about the chemical use in the lotion. So that needs a high awareness of chemical management in using in lotion of the wipes.
My name is Christian Gerking from Nanoval in Berlin, and my title is Process for a Flushable Nonwoven Directly Spun, or a directly spun late, which is fully flushable. It has to be found a new test procedure which is accepted by all stakeholders. This is clearly the message of today's conference. The working group of ISO was seized, as we learned, and it's only because of some human conflicts. Although the wipes are not the main or the only root cause for the blockages of the sewage systems, tests for the wipes industry will be harder, I suppose. We have an R&D center in Berlin where we test different products, and we have a second R&D center or a second R&D plant, a pilot plant, at a TITK Research Institute near Jena in Germany. And there we have a lyocell spinning line for lyocell nonwovens, where we make the final test for a final spinning of these nonwovens. Finally, we have to test them if they are flushable or not. But for us, our main focus is to produce the spinnery, or the spinning machine, the spin beam. We are not a big company selling nonwovens, so we are not. Our profession is not to find the right liquids and the right perfumes for a final nonwoven wipe. Generally, our products are very strong and absolutely not flushable. So we found a new method to get a very, very flushable product, which is very unstable or very weak. So we can change the parameters of our spinning process, so from very weak to very strong, but this has still to be done. So we have found this new spinning method at the beginning of the year, and we assessed it in April or August, so it's quite new. So we have to find the right proportion of weakness and strength, still to be done. In the very long future, there will be no other products than cellulose products which can be used as wipes if sustainability is really demanded. Because polyester and polyamide, which we also can spin, is not biodegradable and may be flushable, but not biodegradable. Even if it is made in a sustainable way from bacteria or other microbiological processes, the final product, polyester or polypropylene, is not biodegradable. Also, polylactic acid is only biodegradable if you have it in a kind of industrial composting system. And the cellulose, what we do not know is cellulose has a density of much larger than one, much larger than water. So we know wood, but wood is only swimming on the water because of cavities. But if it is long in the water, like a pirate boat, it was not swimming anymore. It has a density of 1.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Water has 1.0. So or these polyester, they have around 0.9 density. So it's 90% of water. So they will be buoyant. But as we learned today, you must have a material which sinks down, make it sink down that it can decay. So you don't want to flood it all the way. That's what we learned today. And cellulose is, as far as I know, the only simple material which obeys to this target.
Mike Harris, I am the Category Technical Manager at Sainsbury's for the household and pet category. The biggest changes in the next 12 months are around the post-consumer use of wipes, and there are two main areas to address. The first one is on flushability. So as we are today, there is no agreement in the industry about what is and what isn't flushable. There are two different flushability standards. The wipes industry on one hand has the GD3 protocol, and then the water companies instead favour a SNAP protocol. And the two tests have got very different attributes. So for a retailer brand or any other brand, there is that ambiguity about what flushability standard to try to achieve. The second area is around other products which shouldn't be flushed, and these are baby wipes, and outside of wipes there are cotton buds, sanitary towels, nappies and so on. And these things regularly get flushed down the toilet. The toilet is a really convenient waste bin. You just flush a handle and it's gone. You've got no more responsibility for what you put down. And we know this, that these things are getting flushed because they end up in blockages. And in some instances, they can bypass the sewer network completely and end up in the marine environment as marine litter. And then they get washed up on beaches. Eventually they break down and become marine microplastics. So there is quite a significant issue around these non-flushable items. So the task there is to try to educate consumers not to flush them, and that can be done in different ways, from labelling through to campaigns to raise awareness. We saw in the first presentation today some of the stats around that, but it's essentially the market is proliferating. Wipes are a convenience product. Wipes are becoming more task specific, so there is a wipe for a given cleaning task, and it makes a particular task more easy. Sainsbury's have a 20 by 20 commitment, which is to achieve 20 things by 2020, and one of those relates to sustainably sourcing key raw materials. So in relation to wipes, for instance, that would be paper. Sainsbury's were the first retailer to introduce FSC into its toilet, kitchen, and facial tissue papers, and that's now become the norm for the whole of the industry. So wipes would be part of that too. Okay, great.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Go Wipes podcast. Check out the rest of the series for more information about this year's conference. If you'd like to register for next year's conference, go to www.go-wipes.com to register for Go Wipes 2017. Once again, it's www.go-wipes.com to register for next year's conference. Thanks again.
Go Wipes is a great opportunity to network and also to bring the different industries together.
You can really see that the communication is very important, and it is the key to face the challenges of the future. Not only the industry, but also including the non-governmental organizations, including.
I think it's an excellent platform, well organized, and it's a very international environment.
It's a good chance for us to come and explain our point of view, but also to establish lines of communication with manufacturers and other people in the industry.
Well, it brings together the emerging technologies, manufacturers of all of the different components within wipes ingredients, shows the innovations, challenges, the legislation. When we want to make sure that our products are as good as they can be and remain best in class, then we need all the right connections and access to all of these different companies and technologies.
The Go Wipes conference is very good because it brings all people together to network and discuss what the issues are. And it's the bringing of people together and the networking that's the really important aspect.